Hi y'all, and welcome to India Brady Art. Today I'm going to be making a box because I have a lot of markers that are in their own separate boxes. I've got some that are in jars, so I want to get them all together in one box. And I'm going to be using Pink Cadillac by Glitter Makes It with Princess Peach from Glitter Makes It. And I'm going to mix these together with my Puduo resin. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. And I just cleaned these. There we go. Okay. This and this are sides. This is the bottom. And this and this are sides. And this is the top. What I'm going to do with the pink, with this, I'm going to pour in the sides and in the bottom. The top, I'm going to make clear, and I'm going to put dried pressed flowers in it. Is that right? Is that right? So, I'm going to let y'all go for now. I'm going to mix up my resin, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and I have 12 ounces of resin mixed. So I'm taking that resin from the silicone cup and transferring it into a plastic cup because the silicone is really bendy, and I don't trust myself mixing things into a big cup like that and then pouring it out. I want to avoid any mishaps, so that's why I transferred it into the smaller cup. I don't know if I said or not, but there's 12 ounces of resin that I used all together. I could have used 13. I think 14 might be too much. But if you can, measure 13 ounces. I don't know what that is in milliliters, but 13 would absolutely do it. Now, since this box is just for myself, I just left it at 12. And the importance of pouring the exact amount of resin in molds that need to be put together. It's important that you don't overflow or that you don't pour enough because it won't fit together. Now, in this instance, I don't remember if I show it or not, but when I demolded it and tried to put it together, it wouldn't fit together. So I had to take my little Dremel and fit the sanding attachment onto it and sand down some edges, and it fit perfect. Okay, y'all, I'm back, and I thought I would use for the lid, just to make it look kind of different. I'm not using that. I thought I would just pour some clear in here, lay down my flowers, and these are the flowers I'm going to be using. Lay those in here, let that cure for a few hours, come back and pour the top layer on it, let it cure, and then put the lid on the rest of the box. So, those are my tweezers. So, let's get this done. Look at this. Ah, look how pretty that is. Oh, I'm so excited. And these weren't filled up all the way. Therefore, I have the edges on them, so I might have to drill these down in order for them to fit together. That is too cute. I love the pink. Look at this. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, here's the bottom. I love this mold. I could make boxes all the time. Oh, we have a pinhole. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is try to assemble this. Yep. And this is all because, like I was saying before, if you don't fill your molds all the way, what happens is resin has a tendency to shrink just a little bit. So when it does, it creates these little craters around the edges of your mold if you don't fill your molds up all the way. And I took this little part right there, attached it onto my little handheld Dremel, and just sanded it until it was able to fit together. And yeah, and you want to make sure that your holes line up. And there's the box. So I'm going to leave y'all with some music while I work on the lid. Okay, y'all, everything has cured, and since these are clear, yeah, there's no sense in showing y'all what they look like. Now these car coasters, there was a little bit of overflow, so I'm going to have to take some kind of tool and clean all that up. Now it's time to, the box, if you have this mold or if you want to get this mold, you're going to have to get you some UV resin, because when you assemble the box, it's not going to totally hold together. It's going to fall apart. So you're going to have to take your UV resin with your little light, your UV lamp. UV lamp, you can use UV light like the one I have here. This one's not very strong. I actually had to go back and take my UV lamp, you know, that you put your nails, when you're having your nails done, you put your nails in that, underneath that little lamp. And I had to go back and cure it because this little flashlight thing, I sat there for a minute on each part, and when I went back, it wasn't cured. So I don't think that little lamp, you know, that little flashlight looking thing, I don't think it's strong enough. Because I had to just hold it on there for a minute. I thought it would only take like a minute, and yeah, it took a lot longer than that. But in any case, yeah, if you have this mold or you want to get it, just, you know, make sure you have UV resin on hand. or something to glue, some parts of the sides together, because if you don't, it's going to fall apart. So, word of warning, word of caution here. And that's what I'm doing here. Because when you pick it up, you can be able to tell that, yeah, it's going to fall apart. So just be careful with it and do what I'm doing. Um, Take some super glue if you want to, super glue it together. However you want to put it together and have it last. So I've got, I think it's 4 ounces of resin mixed, and just gonna pour it all over the top. And it turned out to be a little bit cloudy, so that's why you see me kind of mixing it around in there. Gonna take the heat gun, pop the bubbles, and we have a cured lid. Now remember, that's the back. And that's the front. I don't know, y'all. I'm fascinated with flowers in resin. I don't know why, but I love them more than anything else you can put in resin. That's my favorite. And there it is. So there are pictures coming up, and thank you for subscribing. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you like, subscribe, and until the next video, dare to create.